Wake your backside up.
Asleep.
Wake up
Behind the mind.
Wake your backside up.
Ego is the false eye. How do you identify?
Say how you gonna know you're in a dream
Wake
if
your
you don't
backside
wake up.
up. Time to unify the self. Say how you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up. When you are sleeping, do you know you are dreaming? You don't know you are dreaming until you wake up. Wake your backside up. Time to unify the
Wake your
self.
backside up.
Escape the loop of the imagination. Dream world, dream creation. Say wake your backside up. Wake your backside up. Are you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up? Time to unify the self. Are you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up? When you are sleeping, do you know you are dreaming? Time to wake up. You are dreaming until you wake up. Escape the loop of imagination. Dream world, dream creation. Wake your backside up. Self is sleeping, obscure behind the mind. Ego is the false eye. How do you identify? Are you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up? Wake your backside. Are you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up? Time to wake up.
Yes, I. How you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up? This is a wake up call with Auset Mahat. It is time for the I and I to wake up from the sleeping, dreaming states. Yes, I. It is time to wake up. Wake up call with Auset. Is this world a dream? Are we sleeping in trance inside a dream? Did you know that you are sleeping inside of a dream? Did you know this? So, for all the naysayers and the doubters, I want to share with the I and I uh, a clip, a video, YouTube video, based on the observation of the physical existence that the scientists are observing that the I self is waking up. So I want to show you a video with this proof for all the ones who do not believe that this is a dream and that the I self is sleeping and dreaming of this existence. So can the I witness the I and I self awaken from this dream? So just hang on 1 second. Let me share this video with the I.
A new study indicates that astronomers might have chanced upon a never before phenomenon, the awakening of a black hole. In this report, we break down for you the developments and also get you why it matters. A black hole is a massive region in space with a highly powerful gravity. Typically, black holes can be hundreds of thousands times larger than our sun. With their massive size and supremely powerful gravity, black holes consume anything that is near it. Even light cannot escape from a black hole. Typically, black holes cannot be seen. They only appear under certain periods of activity. Black holes are not rare. Each galaxy has a black hole at its center. For example, take the Milky Way galaxy, where our solar system belongs. Even at the center of the Milky Way galaxy, there is a black hole. But this black hole is not active. In simple terms, it is dormant or asleep. Since late 2019, astronomers have observed some peculiar activity at a galaxy in the Virgo constellation that's some 300 light years away from us. And being 300 light years away means one would have to travel 300 years at the speed of light to reach that destination. More than 4 years ago, this galaxy started shining brighter than ever before, and astronomers started observing this phenomenon very closely. They noted how dramatically this galaxy's brightness and emissions have been changing over the last 4 years. In fact, researchers in the domain arrived at a few interesting possibilities. That this could probably be the first ever real-time observation of a black hole being activated. So, how and why do black holes emit light and get activated? This bright light emission happens when black holes are feeding. Black holes have a supremely strong gravity and can eat up anything in their vicinity, from gases to even entire stars. And when these gases or stars are being eaten up, during their final moments, bright light is emitted. And that is how astronomers got alerted about this phenomenon.
But what I want to say about this video, they are saying this because astronomers or scientists, they do not know. What is happening is that the I self is removing the consciousness that has been obscuring the light of all of the ionized selves. And when the I self remove the consciousness off of the ones, their light get restored. So this is what's happening. This is why there's been the battle with the gods, a battle with the self in duality, and the self in the real. The self in the real is removing the device that the I self itself is wearing, that makes it becomes a duality and puts it in a sleeping, dreaming state. It is the self that is dreaming of every aspect of this existence. We are many layers inside of a dream, and each layers that we are at, scientists call them dimensions or realms. They are sleeping, and every one of them is waking up. So ones are soon going to understand what I have been saying, and so they will notice that the physical observation of these things is proving what I'm saying, that this world is a dream. The I self is sleeping, dreaming of this existence. They do not know why all this light is emitting. So they are making assumptions. This is not why that is. Every one of the I self is wearing a device that we call the consciousness, the mind, that has been holding us and trancing us inside of its dream. When you wear this device, you go into a sleeping, dreaming state. When the device is pulled off of you, because obviously we cannot do this ourselves. We need ourselves that is not sleeping and in the dreaming state to do this for us. So this is the reason I am going to explain to everyone after. How do you come awake? This is yourself that is not sleeping, called the soul, that has light. This is that self that does it for you. That there's a teacher, guru self within, that rises to pull this ego off of the I. So every self has a duality, and the real self has to pull it off of its duality self. And it's a battle to get this consciousness off of the self. This is what they are observing, but they do not know they are making assumptions. So I am telling you what is really happening. All right. So this is what is happening with the I self, that the I self, and so we are inside of another dream, because we're many layers in a dream inside of another dream. And so we are in this world, we are inside the self of Ra. This is the sun that we have right here that illuminates this world for us, right? She is sleeping some of the time. When we see the sun shine, she's awake. In when we have darkness, depends on the different rotation of the earth around the sun. When she sleeps, this is how we get darkness, and depending on when the earth rotates and how many levels of darkness we have on the world. But this is the same sun that most one know in the world as Ra or Brahma or consciousness, because the consciousness that everyone is wearing is the mind of Ra. She gives everyone a replica of her consciousness, the mind, so that they can come and participate in her dream creation. And so, for everyone to come awake, to come from this state, they have this consciousness has to be removed. This is what is happening. This is what science are observing. So I found this video and I wanted to share this with all the ionites so I can show you proof of what I am saying, because many ones are not believing that I am saying that you are sleeping inside of the dream. You are sleeping. This is the reason why you don't know truth and you don't know yourself. So all the ionites are in here sleeping inside of a dream. You're in a dream. Please, you're in a dream. This is the truth of this matter. Okay? So I just want all the ionites to know this.
A new study indicates that astronomers might.
Okay. So how do I awake from the sleeping, dreaming state? Just like I said, every self, because remember the I self is shattered, fractal, fragmented, right? So every self, real self, has a duality self, that which means a self that is sleeping and dreaming. The real self has that has to wake up itself, that you are responsible for. It's like a mother being responsible for a child. This is how the self is. Every self has a child that it is responsible for, and it is the one that has to wake up itself that is sleeping. So this is why when I'm telling ones that, you calling on gods and calling on all these things is useless. You have to call on yourself, your parent self, which is the soul. That is what can liberate you from the sleeping, dreaming state. Within the eyes of the soul is a teacher self. This teacher self is what rises up, is given the destiny to pull this ego off of the I self. You cannot do this yourself. You could chant from here and call from here to nowhere. The only one that can do this for you is yourself, the real, that calls the soul, that is not sleeping and in the sleeping, dreaming state, because the soul is not wearing the consciousness. Let me repeat. Yourself, called the soul, is not wearing this duality consciousness. This is why it has the destiny and it has the power to liberate you. So you're calling on all of these duality characters. All they're doing is enslaving you. So, how do the I awake from sleeping, dreaming state? One, you're going to enter this mind into stillness and self inquiry. Why stillness? Because this mind is constantly delusional, constantly telling stories, constantly making up things that does not exist, constantly trying to entrance the I inside of the dream and its sleep, right? So if you don't do stillness, you won't be able to hear and listen to your real self. You have to still the mind so that you can connect with yourself, because your real self doesn't need this mind to connect with you, right? You have to still the mind so so that the self can speak. Self inquiry is the key that you use to unlock yourself. It might sound very simple, just asking, who am I? Because why? You do not know. You ask, who am I? So that you can separate yourself from this ego. You are in the ego false self and you think that you are this ego false self, which you are not. So you have to ask, who am I? Who are you asking? You're asking yourself, the real self called the soul. It is always with you, except, when you give it away to some God to enslave you, but you have a direct connection with it. A direct connection, because it is yourself, your parent self, right? You want to inquire of yourself, the soul. Who am I? The one that animates this body, right? You're asking this also so that this mind, this ego, can question itself, because it thinks that it is the real self when it is only just a mind device the eye is wearing. This mind is in confusion. This is why you all have so much confusion when it comes to self identity, right? The next thing that you must do, you must come to self realization that all is myself. Every aspect of this existence is the I. This is you in this body. This is you in everybody. It is you creating war. It is you doing all this evilness in the world. It is all you. You must come to this realization. No, from you realize that is yourself doing all of this, what you gonna do about it? You must dissolve this ego false self, because it is only through the ego false self why all the I and I's are in this world doing all of this craziness, because you are in the ego false self. So you must be busy wanting to dissolve this ego false self. The next very important thing is that you must see things as they are. One of the problem with this ego, it does not want to see things as they are. When ones are in this ego false self, they do not want to see things as they are. They make up stories to explain things which is not the truth. And when one is faced with the truth, they ignore it and explain it away, because they don't want to see things as they are. You must see things as they are, and the only way you can do this is to see through the lens of the real and not through the lens of the dream. Dissolve this ego false self. Call into yourself, soul. Inquire of yourself, so that the I teacher guru self will come and pull this ego off of the I. The I is wearing a device, right? The next step to awake from the sleeping dream, he said, I must take self responsibility. Be responsible for yourself. Because if you come into self realization, see that all is the I self, then you're going to take responsible for what you are doing in all your ego false selves. These are all your ego false selves. What will you do? Be responsible for what you are doing as the self in this body, that you are making sure that you are purifying your mind, that you are making the right choices, that you are being vigilant against this ego, your mind. You are not doing everything that your mind tells you to do. Be responsible for yourself. You must run your distance, right? So it ties in with self responsibility. So this is a relay race of self realization. All aspect of the self is lined up in a relay race. So you have the baton. You have to run your distance, and you pass the baton to yourself, called the self, the soul. Like you, as this a spirit self right now, you have to do the stillness. You have to do the self inquiry. You have to constantly be doing the vibrations, which we're going to do at the end of this video. this is what you have to do. This is the thing that you have to do. And then once you are done, the self called the soul takes over, because now you're going to be dissolved as this false self, and now you're just going to be yourself called the soul. There's going to be no more spirit self for you. You're just going to be your real self, the soul. Right? What is the I role to restore balance to I? Then you must be inquiring of yourself and see what your role is and do whatever it takes to restore balance to yourself. All right? This is how the I awake from the sleeping, dreaming state and come into true self knowing. All right, so let's practice so you can do this on your own. Who am I? Self inquiry meditation. You want to sit in a comfortable position, or if you want to stand, wherever you as long as you're in a comfortable position and your back is aligned, you're gonna put yourself in a sacred circle and inhale, exhale, relax your body. You're going to inquire, who am I? Who am I? I seek to know who I am. Will the real self arise? Will I real self arise? I no longer want to exist in this ego false self. I am longing to return to the I ultimate true state. I dissolve this ego false self. You have to be inquiring, who am I? I seek to know who I am. Number 2, you want to ask, how did I come into being? What is the source of my existence, allowing me this world experience? Am I inside a dream? Ask yourself this question. What is at the root cause of my self-ignorance and suffering? How do I dissolve this ego false self? And you sit, you ask, you meditate, and then you do the vibrations, which we're going to do. Who am I? Now, here is an affirmation that you can affirm within yourself so that this mind can know that you are serious. When you affirm this within yourself, even though you do not know, you're going to affirm this affirmation within yourself. I am that I am. I am that has no name. I am that can't be explained. I am primal light. I am the one true pure light. I am luminous pure consciousness. I am the unmanifest. I am the ultimate truth. I am the ultimate reality. I am the eternal truth. I am the eternal self. I am formless, timeless, limitless, boundless. I was never created. I was never born. So I can never die. I have no sins. I have no karma. This is all the ego false self that has sins and karma. But the I, the real self, has no sins and no karma. You are saying this affirmation so that this mind can know that you mean business, and you are counteracting the lies that this mind has been telling you for eons, that you are a sinner, that you must give your soul to all of this duality, that you must be seeking this dream, that you are nothing, that you are powerless. This is what this mind have been feeding you. This is the reason why that I need this affirmation to affirm within the I self so that I can gain confidence, right? Say this affirmation, right? I am formless. I am timeless. I am limitless. I am boundless. I was never what? Created. I was never born. This body was born. This body will die. I was never born. So I can never die. I have no sin. This ego false self has sin. I, the real self, has no sin. I have no karma. This ego false self has karma. I, the real self, has no karma. They have programmed us to tell us that our soul is in sin, and you don't need, your soul don't need no saving from any gods. Your soul has never committed any sin. Only the I in this ego false self has done wrong to all the I and I. And this is why you must dissolve this ego false self. I remove the veil of ignorance. Let's say that one more time. I remove the veil of ignorance. I am not this mind. Let's say that again. I am not this mind. I am not this consciousness. I am not this body. Let's say that one more time because many ones are still confused fighting over bodies. I am not this body. All is myself, and I alone exist. I am all. This is a very powerful affirmation for the I and I to say, to dissolve this ego false self and to let this mind know that you are on the path to truth, to illuminate the I self. So now it's time to do the vibration. Once you have said your inquiry, you have stated your inquiry, you have made your affirmation, then you want to engage in these vibrations. First vibration that we will do is ah. Remember to spiral the vibration around the eye body. This is very important because it helps to break up the cocoon. You are like a caterpillar cocoon inside of in this magnetic energy. So you want to make this vibration and spiral it around the eye body so that the eye can break up the cocoon of magnetic energy, this mind, this duality consciousness, and all of the dualities the gods them has placed around the eye to entrance the eye into the dream and in ignorance. Okay, so let's continue. Inhale, relax your body. And remember, through each vibration, you want to maintain silence, stillness. Now we will do the aham vibration. And remember that you can do any of these vibrations as long as you want to, but I am only doing them for the time purpose of just doing them just a few times. I am not even counting. I just, so you can, do how many you want, how long you want, half an hour, 1 hour. It's up to you, how you want to go about it. Okay? All right. Remember to spiral the vibration around your body. And now we will do the ah, so, hum vibration. Inhale, relax your body. Let's begin. Ah, so, yes, I. And now it is time for the I to enter into stillness. The I just sits, visualize this mind being pulled off the I and being brought down into the center of the I chest, into the void. There's a void in the center of the I chest. Visualize the mind, pull it out of the head and bring it down into the center of the I chest so that the I self, the void, will purify your mind. When you enter into stillness and the void rises into the mind, it purifies the mind and brings complete silence into your mind. The void does this. It is the destiny of the void to do this for the I. You can experience the stillness. Hail, hail to the I. Slowly come to awareness. I want to thank the I and I for joining I for this wake up call. I want to remind all the I and I that there is only one way to wake up from the sleeping, dreaming state, and it's for this consciousness, this mind, to be pulled off of the I. The I is only wearing this device called the consciousness, the mind. It is a device the I is wearing, just like when the I put to enter the virtual reality world, the I put on that I device that entrance the I into the game. This device is doing the same. The I needs to know this truth. There's only one way to return to truth, only one way to wake up from the sleeping, dreaming state. Everything that you are doing that is not allowing this device called the mind, the consciousness, to be pulled off the I is not the true way to return to truth. It is just the mind deceiving I. Don't get caught up in all the different things in the world of what to do and what to chase and what to seek. Seek only the I self truth. Seek only to have this device called the mind, the consciousness, be pulled off of the I so that I can return to truth and see things as they are. I want to thank you so much, and I want to close out with a song. It's called Wake Your Backside Up. So I am going to play this song right now. Thank you so much. Remember to practice your affirmation and come back to this video. Practice the vibrations. All right. So this is a wake up call. Let me turn it down so it doesn't start too loud.
One instant has turned into ages, imprisoned in the loop of the mind. Sleeping self, wake your backside up.
Asleep.
Wake up
Behind the mind. Wake your backside up. Ego is the false I. How do you identify? Say how you gonna know you're in a dream. Wake your backside up. Time to unify the self. Say how you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up. When you are sleeping, do you know you are dreaming? You don't know you are dreaming until you wake up. Wake your backside up. Time to unify the self. Wake your backside up. Escape the loop of the imagination. Dream world, dream creation. So wake your backside up. Wake your backside up. Are you gonna know you're in a dream if
A
you
new
don't
study
wake
indicates
up?
that astronomers
Time to
might
unify
have
the
chanced
self.
upon
Are
a
you
never
gonna know
before
you're in a
phenomenon,
dream if you don't
the awakening
wake
of a black
up?
hole. In this report,
When you
we
are
break down for you
sleeping, do you know you are dreaming? Time to wake up. Dreaming until you wake up. Escape the loop of imagination. Dream world, dream creation. Wake your backside up. Self is sleeping, obscure behind the mind. Ego is the false I. How do you identify? Are you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up? Wake your backside up. Are you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up? Time to wake up. Wake your backside up. Wake your backside up. Time to unify the self. It's wake up time. This dream has to end sometime. Yeah. Oh, no one for sleep forever. Wake up. Wake your backside up. Time to unify the self. Wake your backside up. Say how you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up. Time to unify the self. Say oh you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up. Time to wake up when you are sleeping. Do you know you are dreaming? You don't know you are dreaming until you wake up. Time to unify the self. Oh, you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up. Oh, you gonna know you're in a dream if you don't wake up. Wake your backside up. Wake your backside up. It's time to wake up. It's time to unify the self.
Yes. Thank you for joining I in this wake up call. Yes. This is Auset Mahat signing off. I'll see you the next sunrise. Ra rising. It's time to wake up from the sleeping, dreaming state. Thank the Ionize. Much honor for your presence. I'll see you soon.